expecting MIBR to be the favorites as we head into Train, a map that they have been somewhat shaky on, but generally, for the most part, picking up wins over in North America, whereas Big have not played Train too often, only a couple of times on record. Let's see if they've got something up their sleeve, as the odds are indeed with us, favoring MIBR.
Well, Lucas is going to take the headshot on towards Tabsim, and advantage is going to be there for the CT side. Followed up by Fallen as well, standing upon the advantages as Lucas will step in. It's all on Dennis and Xantares, and this is not a great start. Big, we're not looking for this start coming into a pistol.
At this point, what do you even do? Just try and take some fights, try and hope that you can get a 1v1 duel to go your way. MIBR, though, are set up over towards Ivy with the trades ready, and coldzera is hungry for blood. 2 kills for him after his teammates did most of the work at the start of the round. And not getting a single kill on the pistol round there, Big. I feel like the pistols have been a bit of a problem for them throughout this series.
Yeah, not getting a single kill there is certainly a big problem for Big. They're going to have to try and change that as they move into this one. And again, there's not going to be a whole lot available. It's just going to be the full eco coming in across the board. So MIBR most certainly, unless just some crazy play from Big, should be 2-0 for them here. And something that was a really positive sign on Overpass was the fact that MIBR were winning the runs they should convincingly. You know, if they're going up against an anti-eco, they generally won those pretty much every time.
Yeah, especially because Big take it so safe on these low-buy rounds. Not investing anything really here. They want to get the strong gun rounds. That's what Big feel as though they can rely upon. Taco taking a third with the MP9.
He's just feeling
this one as well. There it is, 4 kills. Again, the anti-eco king, Taco. Got the ace in the last map.
Yeah, he's certainly looking strong. All the kills coming his way. It's 4-0 on the board for him. And obviously he had a great start coming into Overpass. He continued it as well. Finished with a quite high kill count. Well, we'll see what Big can do as the rifles are available. It's 2 SGs in play. Tabson and God B, they wield them. And it'll be the AK-47s in the hands of Dennis, Tizin, and Xantares. And I'm quite interested in seeing how this map will play, with the AUG meta sort of dropping off a little bit and the SG stepping through. There's not going to be that counterplay in these linear angles from the AUG and the CT side.
Yeah, I think on this map, we might see a few more AUGs. You know, 1 or 2, I think, on most teams. coldzera's already got one straight into the 3rd round. He bought it in the last round, actually, but he's sticking with it here for round number 3. You can see coldzera currently holding back on Ivy on the mini-map, just looking to be able to take those long-range fights if they push through A main. That's when the scope can come into play. Big taking a slow start, but God B caught off guard, and SG drops straight into the open arms of Lucas. He will be happy to upgrade away from that MP9.
Man advantage available for the Brazilians. It hasn't fallen yet either. No pun intended. 50 seconds. That's Big. Starting to take a little bit of control towards the brown holes. They need some sort of map control to work with.
They've already used most of their nades. They used a couple of smokes towards B here at the start. They've only got the 1 smoke left. That's not going to make this B play too easy, but the flashbang from Tabson allows him to begin to move forwards. Right now, Big are just searching for a frag, but with 30 seconds left, they have to group up with that bomb.
Well, Ned is going to go in towards the ramp area. Tizian is already right through with the AK-47. Tabson been dropped to 1 HP, but he's finally finished by Taco. Lucas with a double on the SG. It's falling apart. And MIBR, they've put the defenses up, and Big cannot penetrate it.
Yeah, that round from Big needed to have a better fake on the B site. They needed to get some kills there. By the way, still 0 kills for Big across the board in these first 3 rounds.
That is pretty nuts.
Yeah, and they haven't got a great buy here either. Not looking great for the German side.
Well, we'll see if they can turn it around when they get the rifles into their hands, and they could potentially do it here as well. The scout and play on Tabsim, we've seen how great he is with that weapon. If he can pick up a couple of shots, soften the blow, and then the pistols can finish them off, that's a really good chance to pick up at least a few kills to get Big into this. But realistically, we're looking at a 4-0 scoreline here for MIBR, and they are about to walk in towards B here, Big.
Taco's playing very safe. He's got Fur now to assist him. Flashbang is good. Trade comes through. Xantares on the board. Big get their first frag of this game. And Tizian is going to close the distance.
Well, Tizian close by. Headshot comes in. They look for the bomb plant, and they've got that as well. So job done for Big. That's all they could have asked for. And yeah, that comes down to MIBR just holding the passive setup, knowing they're going up against the weaker buys. So want to make sure that they're not close, they're not readily available for the picks, and they will clean up in the end. So they let the plant through, but they get the win in the end, keeping 4 players alive, only losing 1. So that will be 4-0. Chance here for Big to get back onto the map, though. They have got the rifles available, AWP if they want it. And MIBR, while they continue their success, we'll see.
As you pointed out in the pre-game, Fallen has generally been having much more impact out of these 2 AWPers. Now that we've got the snipers out in round 5, we'll see what Dennis can deliver for Big. Fallen's AWP is going to position itself over on the A side of the map. A couple of early nades exchanged. In fact, 2 early smokes from Big. They're beginning to move forwards here. At least Tizian is trying to use these smokes to his advantage, but Fur getting aggressive as he always likes to do. He always likes to try to be a nuisance. Feels like the fights could come through any second, but both teams just holding back.
Tizian, he's close towards Fur, who's just biding his time in behind the blue train and tapping away. Lucas nearly got the spam on through. It was close enough, but unfortunately for him, he will not pick up the kill. It looks as though Big want to commit in towards the A-bomb site, falling in the connector. Fur, his patience will pay off as he does get the kill on towards Tizian. Falling up on the boost inside of the connector, just looking for a pick onto a player that overextends, but not yet going there. Big have kind of fallen flat. It comes down to the patience game. Will Dennis be able to hang around this angle long enough? They're just playing this well, MIBR, not giving anything up, keeping the advantage, but finally a kill will come through from Tabsin on towards Fur.
The last 2 smokes used by Big to try to take away the information from MIBR. Oh, Fallen lands the shot on Dennis, who was just attempting to cross. Big have just been waiting around this A site, trying to find some openings, but Xantares is quickly traded out, and they've only got 20 seconds left.
Well, spamming away, it's Tabsin trying to get it done. Unfortunately, will not get anything, as Fallen and Cold Zera will give 5 to MIBR, and this is such a start on the CT side. Big have literally not looked like they're in it at all. And something that yesterday, the only reason Big actually got a few rounds against Astralis was they won the pistol, right? And they won the follow-up and converted it. They haven't done that here against MIBR, so I think it's the right time to call a tactical timeout. They need to find a way to get into this. It's such a quiet showing so far on the train.
Yeah, and the coordination did look slightly lacking in that round, at least for me there. Tizian was the man moving forwards first. They tried to flash him out, but then as soon as he moved forwards and got found by Fur, there wasn't really much follow-up for Tizian. And it's not like he'd snuck his way into that position and that he was trying to sneak around and catch them off guard, because he'd just thrown some nades from that exact spot. So MIBR knew exactly where he was coming from. He moves forwards, trying to hope the flashbang can help him, but Fur gets a pretty easy kill. The rest of MIBR lock it down on the A site. And into round 6, we need to see some improvements from Big sooner rather than later. 3 players on the Big side, still yet to get a kill on the board. Taco is going to be that B-sided anchor for MIBR. You always want to have a reliable player there. Taco definitely can deliver that, and the Molotov is going to make issues for Big. There's the lineup for Fallen. Double kill with the AWP in on the rotate, and the bomb is lost. Oh dear.
This is certainly not looking good for Big whatsoever. At this point, MIBR can just hold the bomb off. Sit on it like a bird to its egg, Alex. They won't let it go. Bigger have to try and fight back if they want to recover the bomb, and well, not a whole lot of utility. They have got a smoke left, and I think they're going to have to use that just to get anywhere near the bomb at this point. And it seems like they're backing off and going for a different avenue of approach.
Very few nades for Big as well. Just the one smoke left in the hands of God B. This looks like they're just saving. I don't think they're interested. They know they've lost the bomb. They know that MIBR are all over that one. And yeah, this is going to be an attempted save for Big. The question is, do MIBR go aggressive? With so much money in the bank, with such a dominant start to this game, the Brazilians are going to move forwards. Just trying to clear out the brown halls, but they're not going to be able to take any of these players out at the end here. So Big carry over the 3 guns. Tizian and Tabson might have to sacrifice things slightly, but again, you just look at the kills for Big, and that just tells the story of this game. We're 6 rounds in, and they've only got 3 frags on the board.
What a way to end this series this would be for Big. Just falling completely flat on the final map. Depressing stuff ahead if Big continue like this. Their dreams of seeing that German crowd might just fall short as Cortera gets aggressive towards upper B. It will be the kill onto Dennis collected, and it goes unpunished. Man advantage is still there for MIBR.
Yeah, MIBR have had the man advantage in every single round up until this point. That is not going to change here in round 7 either. Aggression from Fur has just come into A main, so you can see MIBR starting to show the confidence, starting to take away some of the map from their opponents. Step made by God B. That absolutely could have been heard by Fur. And Big not with, again, too many nades left. They normally rely on those nades pretty heavily, but they've only got the 2 smokes, and God B is about to be caught. Fur with the headshot.
Yeah, good kill from Fur yet again, following up the advantage that MIBR found at the start. And they might just get a little bit more as well, as Tizian, Zenteras, and Tabson. They've got 45 seconds to try and turn this one around, and Fallen, he's got the Eingold. Tabson will pick off Fur eventually. So at least 1 kill comes in from Big. Still not enough just yet. And with 35 seconds, all of them still on pop top, Alex. This is not going to go too well for them unless they get the pick onto Fallen. This is a good idea. They go for the boost, but Fallen spotted it. He's fallen away, back up towards heaven. And with 25 seconds, the time is surely of the essence. As Fallen drops, he's just biding his time, waiting for them to come close. He wants to deny them, but Tabson, he'll pick up the kill, and it's back into a 3v3. They have to go for the bomb plant, and Lucas is in a decent position to deny this. Zantera sticking it. Lucas wraps to try and deny it straight away. He's going to give away his position. The bomb plant comes through, and it's looking good for Big. Tabson's pulled it right back, and it's on Taco. A 1v3 clutch is required.
Oh, Lucas could have denied the bomb plant if he went out slightly sooner, but he assumed that Big would be watching that one. Taco trying to sneak his way forwards, hoping that a peek comes in towards him. He's maybe just trying to limit the money of Big right now, knowing that they've not had a single round win on their T side. And Taco spots the shoulder of Tabson, but Tabson is here, and that's what we need to see. We pointed it out in the pregame. Tabson has to step up. That's exactly what's happened.
He hasn't had much impact at the start of the trend here. You know, he's had 1 kill up until this point, then he walks away with 4. So Tabson's certainly showing up for Big. And they need to keep that level up. It can't be a one and done. We've seen that happen too often where one player steps up for 1 round and that's it. That's all they show. Well, here it is. MIBR back into it with a bye. They've won 6 in a row. Money is not a problem.
Ooh, not a bad nade. On towards MIBR, a couple of players taking damage, and Big trying to put some pressure on towards Ivy. Only 1 smoke needed to lock them out of that position. Nice nade on towards Lucas, just chipping away at MIBR's health. Again, we're seeing the utility be somewhat successful for Big when they have the nades available to them. Big slowing things down after leaning towards A at the start of the round. We haven't seen them commit to this B site too often. The one time they tried it, they lined up for Fallen. Again, Lucas has taken all of that damage from nades down to 34 points of health. And Gobby starting to line up some nades. The rotate is coming in towards B. Fur here to assist. In fact, a third player from MIBR rotating to the B site. They've got a great read here.
Molotov just burning at the bottom of the ramp. Smoke comes in from the CT side, trying to delay further. Lucas, he starts to spray through right at the right time. As Fur will collect the first, Lucas follows up, and that might just be it for Big. All she wrote for them here in round number 8. And of course, Dennis and Zanteras alongside tabseN. The goal here is to save. That's always the big problem, Alex. If you find a chance, you win one round, and then you end up falling flat in the next. There's no momentum. You haven't strung anything together.
Has Fur spotted him?
Oh no.
Oh no!
There we go. Kill from tabseN coming in. Fur can't quite spot him, but dies after time. $300 in the bank for tabseN.
Yeah, that's always the risk you run. Can't even buy armor.
That is a worst outcome possible for him. Yes, he gets a kill, but he's only got $300, Alex. That's not enough.
He's the only player that's been getting kills as well. He's got 6 kills. He's got double the rest of his team combined, if you want to look at it that way.
Maybe he'll look for a little bit of charity. Oh my goodness, he's gone for a smoke. He's bought a smoke.
Doesn't even buy the P250. Tizian, give him your deagle. Come on, man. He's a team player.
He's a team player here. tabseN, he's got the smoke. What will he do with it?
So I guess they'll try and maybe get some early trades, and then tabseN can hopefully recover a gun from his teammate. Again, Lucas has been allowed to push into Pop Dog. He took some nade damage here last round. Big could try and do the same again if they wanted to. Gobby playing with fire a little bit there. He's got to be careful that he's not caught out. Another slow round for Big. And MIBR have got so many nades left. 3 smokes, 5 Molotovs. There's still over a minute left in the round, but if Big keep on going for these slow plays, MIBR are just going to start to hold those nades, and we've already seen Big have to push through smokes in that very last round. This has been a pretty big problem for them.
Oh, well, Lucas takes some damage from the Molotov. He will get into the corner and stay safe. But he has been dropped to 61. 40 seconds. Big still with a play to make as they will sit inside of A main. Oh, close by will be Taco. Pushed all the way through B. Gobby and Tizian might just meet a sticky end. It's Lucas with 2 in towards A main as well. The aggression from MIBR catches Big completely off guard. And it will be an 8th round on the board for MIBR. This has just been a stellar start coming into Train.
Dennis has only died 6 times because they just keep saving. His AWP just hasn't been able to get involved early.
Oh.
Okay, well, he's sitting in the smoke. Oh, okay. Fallen is confused. Nice shot from Dennis onto the second as well. Gets a couple of kills on the board for himself. Oh dear, again.
This is so awful. $1,050 in the bank. Oh, it's not good at all here for Big. This is quite painful to watch, actually, Alex. Just watching Big get destroyed.
How many different ways can we say this is not good for Big? So I was saying it a lot.
I think we've got to the end of that at this point. I think it speaks for itself. I think that replay certainly personifies Big's chances here.
Round number 10 is going to have a few pistols and some nades for Big. I mean, obviously MIBR are doing a great job at just winning these opening fights as well. Got to give them credit. Their individuals are shining through right now.
Yeah, the aggression coming in from the CT side is just really, really solid from MIBR. They seem to have a great understanding, and it's completely catching Big structural play off guard. You know, if you allow Big to play their game, that's where they're going to be most potent, right? But if you're throwing aggression into them, stopping the executes from being possible, that's where Big just kind of fall flat. They don't know what to do after that.
And then in this round, where they're against the low buy, they realize they don't need to go aggressive. They don't need to risk giving Big a rifle, which could maybe be the difference maker. MIBR are playing it safe across the map, not going for any aggression at the start of this round. No fights in the first minute of this round. We've seen that quite consistently from Big. And that means MIBR have to be ready for the late round execute. 33 seconds left, and Big They've got to start making their minds up. They've got to start grouping together. One smoke put towards A, the flashbangs to follow, but the kills are coming in already.
Well, there we go. Again, it's domination. It's Dennis and Gold B trying to find something for Big. With 15 seconds left, it's not looking too great. And there we go. All the kills come in. MIBR with another clean one. 9-1 is the score, ladies and gentlemen. And if you are just tuning in, this is the final map of the series. Big's tournament life is on the line at the minute. And it's looking like they might just drop.
Wow, second timeout called by Big to try and get something going here. I mean, again, we have to flash back to the one round that Big won, where tabseN just got 4 kills. That's all that's happened for them. That's the only time they've found success. I think most of that was with the AWP as well. So honestly, I wouldn't mind just giving tabseN the AWP at this point and saying, you know what, tabseN, just try and do something. Dennis has not been able to do much with the AWP in these early exchanges. He's been almost never involved. It's not like I'm blaming Dennis. I'm not. I'm saying that the problem is Big have just been losing the opening fights, and then Dennis is left in like a 2v5 or a 2v4 that he just can't do much in.
Yeah. Well, could be double figures already for MIBR. Big coming into this one. It's going to be the SG on tabseN and Gold B, AK-47s for Tizian and Zenteras, and Dennis on the AWP. But look where Taco is already. Towards the top of the ramp, he's got so much info off of that. He knows that no one's there. He eventually falls away. No need to force the issue. And Tizian will take a little bit of damage from the grenade thrown by Taco.
Might see some slightly faster aggression from Big with this early Molotov thrown, making sure that Pop Dog is not a problem position. Tizian's been able to move down into this one. Lucas had been pushing towards that area quite often, so it's nice that they've been able to clear that one out. Big grouping back towards B. We've seen them try the B play a couple of times. Mostly they're just getting stuck in and around that ramp. They can't seem to get out onto the site itself where you can maybe start to go and push through different angles. You can start to try to overwhelm your opponents. Smokes are coming in towards A, but the bomb is towards B, and this is kind of working. Taco is falling for the fake towards A here. He's falling back, but they are sticking with 2 players on this B site.
Well, 33 seconds. Here comes the push. It is going to be Taco. Take it away, Tizian. From long range inside of the connector, and with 25 seconds left. coldzera just hides in the oil train. Finally, a kill comes in from Dennis, but again, the trade is there. Advantage sides with the Brazilians as Taco follows up. Dennis, a chance here, but he switched to the AK. He just can't grab anything, and he's having an absolute nightmare. As Zenteras is in a clutch, spraying away. There it is. 1v2. A slight chance here for Zenteras, but no time. It's over. And it is fair to drop it. 10-1.
I mean, at least Big managed to push their way somewhat towards the site in this round. That's a slight improvement from them. They kind of caused some issues for MIBR there. It still felt like MIBR were mostly in control of the round, though. They got the first couple of kills on the trades. coldzera was allowed to fall back pretty safely. I think the problem there for Big is that they went for the fake towards A, and then as soon as those smokes go down and you realize that no one's pushing off the back of 3 A smokes, MIBR just realized this is very likely to be a fake. They started to rotate over quite heavily, and Big have finally decided the slow pay is not paying off. They're going to go for a quick rush, and Lucas nearly gets caught, but he turns it around.
Well, Zenteras, tabseN, and Gold B. Can they step up? Well, Gold B has started it off well. The kill coming in onto first. Still, a little bit more needs to be had. He has only played with a rifle here. Gold B and Zenteras will hit the deck. tabseN and Gold B with the near impossible task of winning this. Certainly looking likely it will be an 11-1. But tabseN, he's got himself a kill, Alex, on a P250. Gold B's climbed towards the top of the ladder on the brown train, spotted the player crossing towards connector as Gold B wants to try and eliminate him. He gets onto the site, still a minute to play with here. Oh, and tabseN's got himself a rifle. Damage done on a fall, and bomb plant coming in, and perhaps Big might just have a chance here as coldzera making his way in. He's dropped by tabseN, and that's a 2v2. Fallen's on 13 HP, and the bomb is planted.
Again, Tabson having impact, but the timing goes against him. God B, the man with only 1 kill to his name from this round, has to make the difference.
1v2 for God B. He holds the stop sign cross. Smoke comes in towards the bomb. God B, it comes down to timing. He spots Taco crossing, but Fallen has the kill. 11-1, MIBR. They will win that one, but again, probably the closest we've seen Big have in a while.
The scoreline is 11-1, and both Tizian and God B's scoreline is 1-1-1-1, 4 ones. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just seeing a lot of ones. That's all I'm saying.
Kind of getting confused, but yeah, it's a lot of ones, and well, Big, they'll not be happy with that. They need to get another one on the board if possible. They'd love to get 3. In fact, they'll change up the numbers slightly.
They'd love to get 4 if they could.
3 more.
3 more is what you meant. My bad.
And here we go. Well, Bai coming in across the board for MIBR. Same for Big. Can they show us some success? I hope so.
Well, MIBR may have been made in Brazil, but they are really perfecting themselves here in Cologne. Tabson moving forward. Xantares trying to go through the smoke. Fallen nearly got that shot to land there, and Xantares is in behind. They don't know he's here. Xantares can do the damage. There's the opening, trying to turn it around, but coldzera gets the trade, and Tizian has to do it all.
Well, Tizian into a 1v2 clutch. He has to try and recover the bomb, and he's just getting slowed, shot through the smoke. He has finished at 30 HP, but it's not over yet. AK-47 crosses, a lot of obstacles coming his way. He gets onto the bomb site. He has the bomb in his hands. This would be incredible if Tizian can pull this off. Gives Big a resurgence, a new hope. The time is of plenty, and the bomb is going to make its way around the back. Perhaps CT to B is the call here for Tizian. And if he makes the right call, he gets the right timing, he might just catch Taco.
Ooh, yeah, Taco is not aware of this right now. Oh, the timing from Tizian catches him in the back. Don't knife, do not knife. You need this round. He gets the shot from behind, and now he can move towards the bomb site. But coldzera switches it up to the rifle. He's got the kit. Nice plant from Tizian, though, out in the open. Gives him a good chance.
Well, it comes down to the 1v1. Tizian up against coldzera, and he's made the right call. He looks towards ramp, and that's exactly where coldzera is coming from. If Tizian can get this, Big need it, and there it is. They've got another one on the board, Alex. A slight chance here to turn this half around.
If Big want any chance here in Cologne, that was the round they needed. And now they need to hype themselves up. They need to get this going. Train is a CT-sided map. Maybe if you get 4 rounds on the board, you can talk about something. You can maybe question whether you can get this going.
Well, Tizian had 2 kills before that round, right? He pulls off a clutch, so certainly a nice time to step up for him. A tactical timeout coming through for Big. They've used up quite a few, and it's only the first half. They've only got 1 left.
Yeah, they've been forced into this position when they've had to use all of these timeouts early, just with how badly it has been going for them. If you've just joined us, this is the 3rd and final map of the series. It all comes down to Train, and it all looks good for MIBR right now.
Yeah, and if you want to have your same issue, head over to social medias, use hashtag ESL1. Because this one has been an absolute whitewash so far, but Big have stepped up. They are looking pretty rejuvenized, we'll say. We'll have to give them something, Alex. We'll have to find some hope, and this might just be it.
I'm sure they will be trying to stay positive right now after that previous round win, but Tabson has taken significant damage from the Molotov early, and nice flash. Fur nearly finds it. It's fallen to help his teammate from the back lines.
Well, the aggression is the thing that MIBR have been crippling Big's approaches with, and they throw it into the mix here and get themselves the advantage. Even though it's not Fur that gets the kill, it's Fur that gives them the opportunity. And look at the control they've got off the back of it.
Ooh. Fallen holding the tight angle in towards Pop Dog. Quite a lot of A information for MIBR, but they haven't rotated a second man to the B site just yet. Currently it's on Taco to try to hold this. That flashbang gives away that there are at least a couple of players here, and you can already see coldzera ready to rotate towards B, ready to assist Taco on this hold. Oh, That Molotov's going to slow them down.
Well, the smoke comes in though, straight away, and they're right through. Taco in the corner. You should realize no one's come towards the site yet. They've all gone through the pathway, and there's the sculpt Herbert. Taco's been spotted. He's under so much pressure. Gobi makes the right call, checks the spools, and the kill comes in. It's into a 4v4, bomb planted, and MIBR, they have to try and retake.
coldzera just waiting for his teammates to come into position. They have kits, they have a couple of nades on the MIBR side, but they need to clear out all of these close angles where Big have pushed up.
Well, Tizian just biding his time, waiting in his position, but look where coldzera is. He's pushed right through behind. Kill comes in, on to Fallen. Lucas falls as well, but coldzera making the difference. Unfortunately, Tizian will finish him off as well, so it's for limited time, barely any time to work with, and it might just be Big on 3, and in fact, it will be. Fur has to fall away, and the Germans, well, they're staying alive here, Alex. Their chances of Cologne are not over yet.
He actually needed to save this AK as well, just so that Fallen could get a gun. They might still have a slight weakness in this buy on the MIBR side. So even though this start was so dominant from MIBR, we thought their money was going to be good for the rest of the half. coldzera gets left on an MP9, but it's not a massive problem for the Brazilians. It is absolutely a capable buy for them into the last round of the half. Fallen continues with the AWP, playing on the A side of the map. Aggression from Taco straight through B. Doesn't spot anyone out, decides to fall back. And again, Big all grouping up on this B side of the map. We've rarely seen Big go for a fast B play though. And this time, if they go for that, Taco would be alone on the B hold for quite a while.
Certainly a chance here for Big to get 4 at the half. That was the best option available to them. Couple of rounds ago, and they certainly, after the clutch, have made it happen so far. Oh, wow, that's a great grenade coming right in, does so much damage onto Big, and here's the push. Fallen Claws, there it is, bad Fallen's here, 2 kills, looking for the triple, and what a play from Fallen. Taco will assist, and Fallen finishes it off. What a half from MIBR, they get it 12-3. We're going to go to a break, but when we return, we'll see if Big can answer back. Well, a vintage play from Fallen gives 12 to MIBR at the half. It's currently 12-3 here on the final map of the best of 3 between MIBR and Big Clan, and it's not looking great here for the Germans.
Yeah, those close-range fights from Fallen with the AWP is what we remember him for, landing every single shot on the quad kill on the hold, and those odds very much favouring MIBR. I feel like, if anything, that's being a bit nice to Big.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be a difficult one coming right into this. It's the pistol that they need to find. No kit available, but God B has a smoke and a double flash. And Terra's towards connector. Tizian inside of the B bomb site assisting. He needs to pick up this early kill. Damage done onto Taco. He's dropped to 11.
Oh.
Still no kill, but the flash is in. There's the kill from Tizian. Finally stepping up, and Santeras comes in with a double.
Oh, flash assist from Godby as well as the cherry on top, and Tabson closes out the round. That is exactly what Big needed. A dominant pistol round win, a couple of kills across the board. The individuals have to step up, and MIBR very well might save this round.
Surely we see a full eco here from MIBR. It should be 5 on the board for Big. Like you said, they needed a dominant pistol win, and they keep all 5 alive. They come into this one with 2 M4A4s, got B on a FAMAS, and 2 MP9s in play as well. Big need to convert this, and they probably will.
If MIBR win this round, I'll just say the game is over. If they win with 5 Glocks,
I'd want you to do something a little better than that.
Why do I always have to be the one that says I'll, like, eat my hat? Why don't you say one for once?
Well, I don't want to eat any hats, so that's not going to be happening here. It is going to be MIBR just on the Glocks. And it should be an easy cleanup for the Germans. And obviously, I think this year, obviously, it's Big. They're all back to all 5 Germans. Last year, when they made the final, they had a British player, Smuja.
Santara's in the mix as well.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's true.
Godby's there to help him out, though. I think Godby knows a bit of Turkish.
It is Sprout that went back to the full German roster.
Yeah.
You're right about that. Turkish. He's got a fan base of his own.
Definitely.
He's brought a lot of new fans as well, over from Space Soldiers. But taking this slowly, MIBR just talking about perhaps what they want to do coming into the gun run. Boland's going to walk around the corner. It's got B taking the 2 kills, make it 3. And Taco and Gold Serra are into a very difficult position indeed. It's Tizian as Terrace to close it out, and it will be 12-5.
Basically what we were expecting there. Maybe 1 kill could have come through for MIBR, but nothing else doing for them. Here comes the buy for the Brazilians. SGs in play. Again, it's Taco and Lucas picking up the SGs, while the veteran core of MIBR, the 3 stars that we were talking about, are sticking with the AKs. As for Big, they are going to carry over a couple of those MP9s, and God B looks to get aggressive over towards the B side of the map. He's put down a flashbang. Taco fully blinded. And again, I've been talking about those flash assists from Big Clan. Tizian helps his teammate out, and Big get the man advantage, throwing a little punch at MIBR.
Well, Tabson following up, and it's Fur who hits the deck. So, 2-man advantage here for Big. Can they hang on to it, though? That's the important factor. Yes, you can source the kills, but keeping them is the important part, and they've done that. So, MIBR are going to have to try and recover. You've got 3 players on full HP, some utility available to them. And they've got 3 very solid players left, called Zera, Fallen, and Lucas.
I think as well, just a quick note, is that God B had the MP9 at the start of the round, but then Tizian took damage, so they switched that one out, which is a cool thing to do. Get the rifle into the man with the full health, and Tabson doing work with that MP9, gets his 2nd frag of the round. Cold Zera and Lucas trying to see if they can make any individual plays, and Tabson caught in the open, reloading. Lucas manages to get 1 kill in reply. Maybe MIBR have got a chance here.
Oh, well then. Okay, Cold Zera just walks in towards the B-bomb site. Tizian looking towards heaven. Godfrey needs this kill, and there it is. Xantares as well, almost in tandem, as it will be 12-6 Big halfway there.
Living on a prayer?
Indeed, Alex. We've got all the song lyrics coming.
Well, this is the start that Big absolutely needed. And now they are going to have the full by in every single round. Well, not necessarily every single round, for example, if they lost this one. But for the foreseeable future, we should see good gun rounds. The AWP, again, in the hands of Dennis. I have to say, he has been quite quiet throughout the series with that sniper. If there was a time to step up, though, it would be Train. Even when you're having a bad game, if you can have impacts with that AWP, that's when it matters most, and Dennis gets the opening.
Well, coldzera, he hits the deck early. And it will be Fur trying to find something on the Deagle. We've seen MIBR do this on Overpass, where they were just so successful on the Deagles themselves. And it's GobB taking away Taco. Dennis on the USP, looking to try and have more impact with that. As Fallen will finally fall. All 5 players from Big stay alive again. They needed that. They needed a clean one, and then money can now build.
GobB's got the SG on the CT side again, by the way. I wonder what percentage of his kills are with that SG. Feels like it's a high amount.
Yeah, certainly a high amount, I think, because GobB, every time we see him, it's either the AUG or the SG likes to play on the rifles.
Oh, the AWP again on the CT side. First got one for MIBR as well. He's got the best spawn for them, so he's going to take the sniper early. Fallen going with the AK instead. Forced back by the Flames. Drop down through Pop Dog. Again, it was always somewhat strange to see Fur with the AWP, but he had the good spawn. He gives it back over to Fallen. And Dennis looking a little more confident now, taking some aggression out through Ivy.
coldzera just sitting biding his time, waiting for some aggression to come in, and Big are doing the opposite. The only aggressive player is Dennis off towards Ivy, so he does get information off the back of that. But MIBR, if they make the right call, they go in at the right time, they can certainly walk away with a win here, because 2 players over towards the B-bomb site. And that's where they're actually going to go. So the stack here, Big having an extra player over, and a third coming in as well. This could be really impactful from Big. MIBR just need to frag out. The utility needs to come in. Needs to be perfect, and actually Xanteras, this could be the timing. He's rotated back over towards A, and if MIBR go down and they find this kill on the Tizian, this could be it all unraveling.
Xanteras put the smoke down towards ramp though, so he's hoping that will stop the push, but Tizian in position, second spray down. Fallen trying to trade, but Tizian doesn't have ammo. The USP is no good. But Tapson gets Fallen from behind. Stuck in the corner, but Fur goes down, and it's all up to coldzera. He is going to be dealt with. Good B-hold from Big. Another round win for them, and this game is starting to get a little bit closer, and you can see MIBR feeling that with the timeout.
Yeah, first timeout they've had to call, Alex, and certainly shows signs of sweating. I thought for a second that it had fallen, really give MIBR another chance coming back into it, but luckily it's Tabson alive. And if you want a player to be available, it is going to be Tabson if you're Big, because he is certainly one of the stars of this roster. Alongside the likes of Xanteras, who has been pretty quiet by his standards across this map. 9 kills, 12 deaths. But if he can start to warm up on the CT side, that's another facet that Big really would love to pop off.
Quite a reasonable investment into this round from MIBR. With that maximum losing bonus of $3,400, they can afford to buy quite heavily. Fallen is a player who's definitely known to be great with that scout. We've got a couple of MAC-10s in the mix, and we've got a fast-paced play. Tizian about to be tested on this B-hold. He's got to slow this down. Molly is there. Spray successful for Tizian. 3 kills, 4 frags. Tizian shuts them down on the B-hold, and Fallen only has the scout left. It's not going to work for him, but that was such a sick spray transfer.
That was absolutely brilliant coming in from Tizian, just holding on to the B-bomb site, making it look easy, and Big are only 1 round away from taking double figures. How does this happen, Alex? This is absolutely brilliant from Tizian. We'll have to see it again.
This third kill.
Yeah, it was ridiculous getting it onto Taco, coming back with a headshot onto coldzera. Would have been beautiful. It would have been the cherry on top if he had got the ace, but unfortunately that's not going to come through, but still a great play. 12-9. This time Big are looking on a fire. They found a few in a row, and they are certainly looking like they're still in this game.
Ooh, Taco's in the molly. He's taking damage. He's dead. He got the kill, though. Xanteras picked off just before the frag comes through. Quick trade comes into round number 22, and Fur has a smoke to extinguish that molly.
Well, he doesn't want to make the same fate as Taco, but here comes the push. It's going to be Gold B in behind the smoke, and the kill comes in on the Cold Sarah. Man advantage back for Big, and Dennis is just pushed right through Ivy. He could get this flank going. They need to be careful. I don't know if Lucas is spotting him. Hasn't. What a kill on the third. Looks back, shot from Dennis. Looking for the third, but Lucas will put him to bed. Still, 3 more players to find.
Flash out from Lucas. They know where he is anyway, so he's looking to create some space for himself. Smoke will also keep Big guessing. It's crazy to think that Big have come back into this game, though.
Yeah.
It really looked like they were just absolutely done for. They were down and out, but they've won every single round on this CT side to get to this point.
I honestly feel like MIBR could probably be good to call another pause here. Because, honestly, they have definitely fallen off on the T side, and Big have got their rhythm going. There needs to be some sort of set piece. Something has to be in the strat book for MIBR to pull through. And Lucas will walk right into Gold B, and it's 12-10. Good stuff from Big. 4 away here, MIBR from taking the map in the series, but Big only 2 away from equalizing. This is unbelievable. The comeback from Big is just... It looked impossible, but they made it happen.
We've got Tabson on that AWP as well now.
It's come back so quick as well, is the fact, you know, it's kind of like a blink and you miss it.
Ooh.
You blink, it's 12-3, you come back, it's 12-10.
I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or if MIBR want that one rifle in the mix. They've got the SG on Lucas. I think they want to try and get a chance to win the round, and Dennis is quickly traded out at long range. Molotov means Lucas has to keep running forwards with this Krieg as he looks to open things up.
Well, he's done exactly that, Alex. He's got 2 kills. Certainly an advantage here for MIBR, right through the smoke. Lucas connects on a Gold B. What a shot. Looking for a third, but it's Tabson. And we'll drop him. That would have been a quad kill from Lucas, but Tizian and Tabson stepping up. It's all on Taco and Cold Sarah. Not enough done just yet from Lucas to confirm the round win for MIBR. And instead, they've got to go up against the AWP of Tabson and the M4A4 of Tizian. The bomb is making its way back over towards B, and it's empty, Alex. This should be the bomb plant. And, well, they've got to play for post plant.
Oh, Tizian's about to peek ramp, but the bomb is moving through upper. Smoke goes down. Tizian doesn't know where they are. He thinks that they could be up close.
Well, that allows the bomb to get dropped, and that's where Cold Sarah will get the bomb plant. They realize there's a player on the side itself, and Tizian needs to be careful he doesn't drop to one of these players. They have got the pistols ready. Flank coming in through CT. They need to go together here, Big. Taco has a great angle, though. If he can get the reaction quickly, but looks away at the wrong time. He walks away at the wrong time, and Tizian crosses back in towards the site. Tizian's about to walk through. Taco not looking at it. It's Tizian on the Cold Sarah. It's Taco into a 1v2. They've walked right past him. There's the kill on the Seagull, surely, but Tabson turns around. That is it. It will be the round win for Big coming through, but MIBR, they make that one close.
How the hell do Taco and Tizian end up back-to-back? That's like they were in a standoff, like in a cowboy movie, in a shootout. Neither of them turned around. Eventually, the kill comes in towards Taco. Maybe if he had a rifle, an automatic weapon, he could have transferred that one. But with the Desert Eagle, it doesn't happen for him. Got to give credit to Lucas for his improvement on this map. He is top of the board for MIBR after those 3 entries with the SG. He made that round possible. But Big managed to hold on. And again, we've got Tabson on the AWP. We've got the ability for Big to have some freedom, to make some plays. Xantares pushes into Pop Dog. Dennis switching up his position with the AWP, having a good spawn towards B. That means Tabson will plug the gap, and Fallen attempts to get the opening on the run boost. Doesn't work out for him, though. And we won't see any further fights just yet. A couple of nades being deployed. Not too much going down at the start of round 24. A round where Big, if they win it, would tie up the scoreline.
I don't know how this has happened, Alex. MIBR have fallen completely flat on their T side. They haven't won a single run since their dominant affair.
Yeah, 8 in a row for Big at the start of this second half.
It has been incredible, and here it goes. It shows no signs of stopping. Gold B close towards Pop, but a kill comes through from Lucas. He will span through and connect on to Gold B. Advantage is there for MIBR. Xanteros tries to hold, and tabseN's aggressive in towards me, and this could be a great kill for tabseN. Might be the follow-up on the pistol. It is indeed, and that's the bomb.
How does tabseN get the P250 out there? How does he take Taco out of the round? Dennis up close. Dennis trying to find this, but Lucas takes his face off. 15 seconds to get this bomb back.
Well, coldzera and Lucas certainly could make this happen as they run back over towards the bomb site. 10 seconds. They've got to commit to it, and tiziaN, he's in a great position to deny.
Oh, he's safe. He's safe planting.
The same plan comes through. That does give them a good chance, but coldzera's been picked off. It's all on Lucas. 3 kills has to be the ace clutch, and it's not going to happen. tiziaN comes in, and it's even. It's 12-12.
Oh my goodness.
Could be eliminating MIBR after that first half.
I mean, there's already a bit of beef between Brazil and Germany. Over from other things. Surely not here as well. Oh, man.
Sure, Twitch chat would love that one, but we get into this. It is going to be big, only 4 away from taking the win. MIBR the same. This is a swing round if I've seen one.
And we're seeing tabseN get aggressive now. We're seeing him make the plays. Again, it feels like when Big get a slow start, tabseN struggles to have impact. But as soon as they start winning rounds, he's making plays. He's getting aggressive. He's causing issues for MIBR. Again, probably shouldn't have been able to get that second kill, but as soon as it turns around for Big, all of a sudden, it feels like everything is working out for them. Quick group up from the Brazilians in this round. tiziaN was tested earlier on this solo B hold. He's about to be tested again.
Well, tiziaN, can he hold on as coldzera's coming in towards him? It is going to be the kill onto him. So the advantage is there as tiziaN standing tall. What a play from tiziaN. He's been playing so good in towards the B bomb site. He's been the anchor that they need as Fur will take away tiziaN. And this is going to be Fur on the spot.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to knife. Xanteros gets it. There's another. The bomb is dropped. MIBR get crunched in from behind so early on. tiziaN did such a great job surviving as well. That's why that flank could happen so quickly.
Well, fallen in a 1v3, SG in his hands. 1 minute left on the clock. He's going to try and recover the bomb. Otherwise, it'll be Big into the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Not exactly what was expected by anyone. Well, the spray coming in. It's fallen. Dropped to 59. He's going to walk right into Xanteros. He might just be able to pick off this kill, but it's Xanteros with the headshot. Big into the lead.
How are they in the lead?
Well, I'll tell you why, Alex. It's been an absolutely flawless CT half. Nothing going wrong for them. MIBR cannot get anything done in this T side. Another timeout coming through.
Well, over on the A stream, Vitality have eliminated ENCE. Over here, Big currently looking good to go. We thought their dreams at Cologne might be over. Now it's looking like Big could stay alive. And again, if you've just joined us, Big have won 10 rounds in a row on their CT side. They've got this going unbelievably. And again, MIBR don't have much money to work with.
Well, Big, they currently are only 3 away from taking the win here in this series, eliminating MIBR in the process as Lucas jumps his way towards the bottom of Pop Dog. It's a faster play this time as Dennis will take away coldzera, and Terras from Connector gets one as well, and all the kills are coming right through as Fallen finally finds one back, but that's not enough. This is a brilliant from Big.
I cannot believe my eyes. Like, what's happening?
Well, Big
12 rounds in a row.
Yeah,
Big looked pretty bad on that first half.
They did indeed, but MIBR are also looking the same. It's been a game of 2 halves, but only the CT side seems to be getting the round wins. And we know the T side of terrain is one of the more difficult affairs coming into CSGO. So the fact that, you know, Big, yeah, can have a slow start on the T side, but if they can answer back coming into the CT half, then obviously there is a chance, and they've done that very well indeed. MIBR have just not been able to get this T side going whatsoever. Flash goes in, smoke comes through as well. Great top smoke.
Yeah, that smoke was from Dennis back in Connector. He jumped through it, so it's one of the A players helping with the B smoke. Nice stuff from Big, but they don't push off the back of it. Dennis, though, again, winning fights with the AWP. He's doing work with that now, over towards Ivy.
Well, tabseN looks for a pick, missed shot. Fallen will get the trade in towards Dennis, and this could have been the advantage doubled up if Big had collected that kill if Tabson had just landed the shot, but no, there's a chance here for MIBR to stop Big from going to map and series point. As a smoke will come through in towards Pop Dog, Tizian will take away coldzera, and the man advantage is on the CT side. Under a minute left to play with here for MIBR.
Tizian's generally played with that M4 on the B site as well, but he switches weapon for the longer range angle, realizing he wanted to change his spot, realized the SG is a better bet, scoped in at long range. It works out well for him, but Fur is up close on the A site.
Well, Fur, he's about to walk around the back of the bomb site itself with 35 seconds. Xantares is looking for the pick. As Fur wraps around the side itself, Xantares is just standing here. It might be the kill from Fur, and indeed it is. Back into a 3v3. 25 seconds. They've got to get the bomb planted. Crossing over is Fallen, and he's the player with the bomb. He needs to be careful as Fur will fall to Tabson. Advantage is with Big again. The bomb plant's denied. Godby looks like he's just done enough, and the follow-up is there. Big on 15. Map and series point for the Germans.
This could be a flawless CT side from Big. Every single round has come their way in the second half. MIBR have not been able to do anything on this T side. You'd think that in one of these rounds, someone would step up, someone would get them the win. We've seen Lucas have plays where it's worked out, but it's not been enough to get them the rounds.
And it's not like MIBR have a good buy coming into this one either, Alex. It's low on utility. They've got Galil's into the mix. No rifle for Taco. I'm sure MIBR are just as confused as you, Alex, because this is quite unreal as to how this happened. Fallen looked like he was getting warmed up, activated on the AWP in the last round of the half. Suddenly, we come into the second, it's not even a round win available for MIBR.
First making the same play on A, trying to push his way forwards. Oh, hello. Dennis doesn't realize it. The AWP dealt with up close. Big have currently stacked pretty heavily on that B side of the map, but we might see that come into play as Tizian gets the trade.
4v4. Tizian has been the rock of the B bomb side, but he's finished off by Lucas this time. Godby will step up and eliminate Fur. 3v3. Damage done. Xantares finished off. It's the advantage available for MIBR.
Taco moving forwards. Tabson's got the AWP. Oh, Taco low on health. Taco goes forwards. That's unbelievable. Something finally working for MIBR, and Godby gets one back.
It has to be the clutch from the in-game leader. It's not going to happen, though, as Fallen will drop him. 15-13. Finally, MIBR get around one on the board. It has to be overtime, though, if they want to win this. I'm sure if we said that in the first half, no one would believe us. But this is the case. As MIBR, they stand 2 away from overtime. They have got a decent buy coming into this one this time. Better than last time. Well, the money is well built from Big. They have just won 11 runs in a row, so pretty understandable. They'll have everything they could possibly want.
Fallen in on the AWP for the T side. Looking for the opening, might be able to get the angle, but the Molotov forces him away. Oh, there it is. Fallen wins the fight against Dennis. This is what we wanted to see more of, that Tabson gets the trade. Fallen got his team the man advantage.
What?
Tizian, going through the smoke, gives away his life.
Well, man advantage there for MIBR. They'll be thanking Tizian for that one. And they'll get in towards the site, but Fur will fall to Xantares. It's crazy across the map. No one has any idea what's going on. The bomb needs to be recovered. Lucas has done that. Taco's in connector. There's a player behind him as well in CT spawn, but there's a player inside of the site, and that is Tabson. coldzera should get this kill on Xantares. The footsteps. Xantares eventually goes, and coldzera waits for it. He gets the kill. Not Tabson. He needs to win the fight against Taco, but it's not going to happen. Godby in a 1 versus 3 yet again. It looks as though MIBR might have just put 2 together, unless Godby comes in with an amazing clutch. And Alex is going to go the distance. Is overtime a possibility? Certainly, after seeing this rejuvenation from MIBR.
Godby caught by Taco. The money is not too bad for Big. Dennis is the only man short on cash. Last timeout called by Big for round number 30. This game has just been an absolute nail-biter. We have not been able to read so many of these rounds. Just complete chaos. Again, I don't know. We didn't get to see what Tizian had planned through the smoke. I don't know if there was a flash for him or something, but it didn't look like it. And normally, in the earlier rounds, Tizian had been really solid on that B site hold, just holding back, just being that anchor. Tried to go aggressive, maybe got some miscommunication, maybe some misreads from Big. They thought it was over towards A. And here we head into round number 30. Dennis gets the AWP, but it's without the armor.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The last round of regulation. Will we go to overtime? Or will it be Big eliminating MIBR from ESL 1 Cologne 2019? As coldzera charges his way through in towards the side. Tizian with aggression this time. Molotov forces him back. Again, it's not working as coldzera doubles up. He will get 2 kills. tabseN and Xanterra is finished off. It has to be the 3v5 recovery here from Big. Otherwise, it will be overtime.
Oh, bomb is being planted. So many nades left for MIBR. They've got 3 smokes to stop Big from moving forwards. This looks so likely to be overtime unless God can deliver.
Well, he won't. coldzera's doing it all. That's 3 kills. If there is a player to step up, it would be Cole. As Tizian will finish off Lucas, but they know where he is at this point. coldzera with those 3 kills already as Dennis starts to make his way through. Open hand. Shots come in. It's Fur this time. All on Tizian. A 1v4, and it's going to be overtime, Alex. I don't know what's happened, but we're going to the bonus rounds.
Oh, here we go. Overtime it is. As if this game wasn't intense enough already. We've got more Counter-Strike coming at you. And what do we read from this now after both teams have such one-sided halves? I guess we're expecting the CT side to be favored.
Well, MIBR certainly looked like they started to warm up towards the end there, right? It's a little bit strange. They have such a terrible showing on the T side and then suddenly walk away with 3 great rounds. So maybe if that can continue, you know, if they get pull off the plaster here, they get the wins on the T side straight away on overtime. We could be looking at an MIBR win, breaking the hearts of Big, but we'll see if that's the case here. If you are unfamiliar with overtime, the concept is the first team to win by 4 clear rounds. So we're looking for MIBR or Big to hit the magic number of 19 here in overtime number 1.
2 AWPs on the T side of Train. I'm not sure if MIBR have left a rifle back at spawn if they wanted to switch that out, because moving towards the site with those 2 snipers could be problematic. coldzera, the man happy to take the secondary AWP for the team right now. Tizian waiting in the wings in towards upper. That's not a position he's played often so far, so that could definitely be something that MIBR don't expect necessarily.
Well, Taco, he'll be checking the close angle, but Tizian is just holding it. Aggression this time works for him. And the bomb is dropped right in front of his face as Cold will look down the barrel.
Oh,
that's
wow.
all he can do, but tabseN's come up behind the ladder play working for him. There's the kill on the Fur. Luckily, he's able to pick that up, and it's Big with a 2-man advantage. Again, MIBR seem to have fallen into their old ways.
Good reaction shot from Fallen with the AWP. Oh, what? Fallen dropping down. Popdog picks up a 2nd kill with the sniper. And the bomb has been left by Big, but there's only 25 seconds. Surely MIBR have to hit this B site.
Well, Lucas flanking in from Ivy. Might just catch Dennis, but as Dennis quickly reacting to that one, and they're going right back. This might just be the end of them. They're going through Pop. They have to fully commit here. 10 seconds on the clock. Dennis, he's on the bomb site. All he needs to do is just stay alive, play passive, trying to lay, and there's the bomb on the floor. Fallen will get him with the nade, but there's no time for this. It will be over, and Big will pick out the first round of overtime, number 1. 6 shots from Fallen, well, it doesn't really amount to much.
It's so hard to break down this game, Dinko. I can't expect Fallen to do that.
No, that's just Fallen things, right? That's just some crazy individual play that these players are capable of pulling off. We do have the best in the world gathered here in Cologne for this tournament. And this is surely delivering. 16-15, Big in the lead, but only by 1.
Back to the AK for coldzera. Taco instantly removed from the round. Tried to move out through A main. Unsuccessful in doing so. MIBR lose the man advantage early. Oh, Fur had the crosshair in the right place. I think there might be a train between him and tabseN anyway. It's also worth pointing out that even here in overtime, with all the money in the world, Big are not going for a single AUG on the CT side of Train, which was a map where we saw the AUGs be so prevalent in the past. So it's quite clear that they think the AUG is not necessarily as good anymore with that recent nerf to that weapon. tabseN trying to creep his way forwards, but unsuccessful in doing so. Fallen's AWP starting to shine in overtime.
Well, 2 players in the B bomb site for the CT slides, and Terrace goes back towards connector to hold the long range angle, but it's Dennis picking off Lucas. He's been quite good actually in the later stages here on the CT side. Xanteris is going to take a little bit of damage, but Dennis finds another. It's on Fallen. A great kill coming through as coldzera and Fallen trying to get it done for the Brazilians, but it's not happening just yet. It's all on Fallen. He's finished off, and again, Tizian holding the B bomb site. It's 17-15. Big look to have a flawless CT half here. They give themselves the best chance of picking up this win.
Yeah, and apart from a couple of rounds, maybe a couple of mistakes, Tizian has generally been really solid as that B site anchor. So reliable on that B hold, oftentimes getting at least 2 kills, buying time for his teammates to rotate over. And we have to remember that in regulation, both these teams did much, much better on that CT side. So it's not like Big are done just yet.
Certainly not. Tizian is having a wonderful game, 26 kills to his name. The only player besting at the server is this man, Fallen with the kill. That'll be Dennis getting dropped, and that's a way to deal with the AWPer. Xanteris close up towards Team In. They've had this advanced stance so Big. They love the aggression on the CT side, but Fur might just be ready for it.
Smoke plopped down by Xantares, giving away that he's likely up close. Gob B going for the AWP that was dropped by Dennis. Quite a heavy rotate towards B. They're leaving A rather open. Xantares is very isolated in Pop Dog. He cannot have assistance, having to watch towards 2 separate angles. Right now, A main is pretty wide open to push towards. Gob B has been smoked off over towards Ivy. Nade dropped onto Xantares, and Gob B decides to look over towards A main, trying to help his teammate who's pushed in Pop Dog.
MIBR trying to get themselves at least 1 T-side round here in overtime on the board. Got B with the AWP looking back over towards Ivy on scopes at the wrong time, and they come in towards him. It's 1 kill, but the trade is instant from Fallen. Xanteris will spray away and drop coldzera, and it's into 3v3. 20 seconds left to try and get that bomb on towards the site for MIBR. Fur has taken some damage, but Taka will confirm the bomb plant. Now it's on to Big to make the 3v3 retake happen. Fallen still alive towards Ivy with the AWP. tabseN is close by towards Old Bomb. He has got the AWP in his hands. Xanteris in a grip position might just catch Taco, but Taco spots Xanteris. Damage done, but not the kill just yet for either of the 2 players. And so Big, the retake is still here, but Fallen has dropped Xanteris, and the man advantage is back with MIBR. Tizian shot by his teammate. Taco will take the kill on the Tizian. It's all on tabseN. 1v3 is needed. Shot is landed, but the time, it's low, and it's awkward. It will be Fur taking the win there for MIBR. They do get 16 on the board. But again, it's not over yet for Big. They have got 17-16. MIBR, they were far better on the CT side.
Exactly. Both these teams winning 12 out of 15 rounds in regulation on their CT sides to get to this point. So there's an argument to be made that the 1 round for MIBR could be enough if they could repeat that level of performance heading into the second half. Again, it's just extended fights occurring all over the map. MIBR going for the double AWP setup. Fallen again having a great game here. He's someone who's maybe been a bit quieter for them in some of the previous tournaments. 30 kills to his name, the only man to reach that mark. Lucas pushing straight into Pop Dog, something we saw consistently in that first half from him. He was locking down this position. He was having a really good game on that CT side as well. You can see him just crouching, standing strong in Pop.
He's waiting for a head to show while that's going on. coldzera's up towards Brownhalls, going for the aggressive pick on the AWP. Unfortunately, will not connect anything, so still a stalemate, 5v5. Neither side able to collect a kill just yet. Minute, 5 seconds left on the clock. Flash about to go in towards Pop, and it will be the return Molotov from Lucas under a little bit of pressure, but he goes back for the fight. He's got one of the goal, but he can't find the follow-up. As Tizian will get rid of him. The rest of the troops trying to get on through here for Big, but close by will be Fallen heading towards the back of the bomb site. AWP in his hands, 47 seconds. Fallen looking towards Pop with a player climbing above him. And attempting to get off the ladder right into the headshot of Tabson. Certainly not the way he wanted that one to go, and it's the advantage for Big as they start to make their way in towards the site. There's 32 seconds left.
Oh, Fur moving in behind. They don't know he's here. This could be huge for him. Fur's continuing to move around, but Tabson gets a kill in the meantime. Finally, Fur shows his position, and coldzera chimes in. Fur not going to win that fight. Dennis survives on 4 health, and Cold's nade is good. No, it bounces back.
Well, coldzera, the 1v2 clutch is still on. He's gone for the Krieg instead of the AWP. Certainly the better weapon here, but Dennis, he wins it. The quick shot is there, and it's Big on map and series points.
This is their chance to make the comeback happen. They had a few chances earlier. This time, Big just need 1 out of 2 rounds to close this one out. That secondary AWP for MIBR has been switched up a couple of times between Taco and coldzera. This time, Taco decides it's his turn to have a go with it. coldzera deciding to stick with the AUG as well, which we haven't seen much of heading into overtime. Taco with that AWP is going to solo hold the B side of the map. So a switch up in MIBR's setup. Big continuing the slow play. You can feel just how much this means to them right now. No one wants to make the mistake. A very quiet start to the 5th round of overtime. 1 smoke deployed over towards A, but Big are beginning to group up on this B side of the map. It's Taco's AWP to try to stop them, and he's got this aggressive angle.
Well, Taco holds it. Shot comes in, and it's Tizian that'll drop him. Advantage is there for Big, and it's looking good for them. As they start to come on through, it's Lucas getting ripped apart, and it might just be MIBR packing their bags and heading home. As Cologne, the Lexus is not going to be waiting for them. Big look to try and stay alive. Santeros holds the flank. Fur's coming towards him. Damage is being done, but the time is ticking. If Santeros picks this off, it might just be over. Fallen on his own. 1v4 is needed. He's got the first. He's pulled out the M4A4. He goes up the ladder. He's trying to fake it, trying to pull a player into his crosshair, but it's not coming just yet. As Fallen starts to dance, it will be it. God B takes away Fallen. A wonderful comeback from Big, and they will stay alive.
I don't believe that Big is still in this tournament after that first half, but I guess that's just the magic of Big at Cologne. They're always in with a